Hi students, in the subject ground improvement techniques, we have studied the fifth module compaction. We have completed the module compaction. Today we are going to discuss the previous year university questions. The first question was, with neat sketches explain Vibro compaction method. While writing the answer, you should specify what is Vibro compaction method, and then state the importance of Vibro compaction method. We all know that Vibro compaction is one of the method for deep compaction. So your answer should contain what is Vibro compaction method, the importance of Vibro compaction method, the procedure for Vibro compaction method, sketches describing the procedure, advantages and disadvantages of Vibro compaction method, applications of Vibro compaction method. So your answer should contain what is Vibro compaction, state the importance of Vibro compaction in 2 or 3 sentences, then list out the procedure for Vibro compaction, then sketches describing the procedure. After that, list any 5 advantages and 5 disadvantages of Vibro compaction method, and also list any 5 applications of Vibro compaction method. The second question was, what are the different shallow surface compaction methods? Explain. So your answer should contain what is shallow compaction, what is the importance of shallow compaction, which all are the different equipment used for the purpose of shallow compaction or field compaction. That is the rollers, the different types of rollers used for shallow compaction or field surface compaction. So your answer should contain what is shallow surface compaction, the different equipment used for shallow surface compaction, or the different methods for shallow surface compaction, and briefly explain them with neat sketches. The third question was, explain the deep compaction method of explosion with a neat sketch. We know that explosion is one of the method of deep compaction. So you have to specify what is deep compaction. State the importance of deep compaction in 2 sentences. Then the procedure for the method of explosion, sketches for describing the procedure, advantages and disadvantages of method of explosion, and applications of method of explosion. So question is asked for 6 marks. So first of all you have to specify what is deep compaction. Why you have opted explosion in deep compaction. What is the importance of this method, explosion in deep compaction? After that, list out the step-by-step procedure for the method of explosion. Then draw neat sketches for describing the procedure. After that, list out any 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages of the method of explosion. Then list out any 3 applications of this method of explosion. So your answer should contain what is deep compaction, what is the importance of explosion in deep compaction, the step-by-step procedure for the method of explosion, the sketches describing the procedure, any 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages of method of explosion, and any 3 applications of method of explosion. Next, the fourth question was, briefly explain dynamic compaction method using neat sketches. So you have to specify what is dynamic compaction, that is the definition for dynamic compaction. Then you have to describe the step-by-step procedure for dynamic compaction. List out any 5 advantages of dynamic compaction and any 5 limitations of dynamic compaction. List out any 5 applications of dynamic compaction. So your answer should contain the definition for dynamic compaction, procedure for dynamic compaction, 5 advantages and 5 disadvantages of dynamic compaction, 5 applications of dynamic compaction. Your answer should contain definition for dynamic compaction, Step-by-step procedure for dynamic compaction, 5 advantages and limitations of dynamic compaction, 5 applications for dynamic compaction. Next, the fifth question asked was, explain the moisture density relationship for different compaction energy. So, for this question, you have to answer what is compaction. List out which are the factors affecting compaction. Then state what is moisture density relationship and state the importance of moisture density relationship by plotting a compaction curve, and explain the moisture density relationship for different compaction energy. So your answer should contain what is compaction, list out the differences affecting compaction, what is moisture density relationship, the importance of moisture density relationship with the help of a compaction curve, and explain the moisture density relationship for different compaction energy. And the sixth question was, what are the different compaction control tests in the field? Explain. The question is asked for 10 marks. So you have to answer what is compaction. Then what is compaction control tests? Then explain the significance of field compaction control. After that, explain the different compaction controls tests used in the field. So your answer should contain what is compaction, what is compaction control tests, the significance of field compaction control, and you have to explain the different compaction control tests in the field. Now, the seventh question was, discuss on the properties of compacted soil. It is also asked for 10 marks. So you have to specify what is compaction, what is the importance of compaction, then what are the properties, list out what are the properties affected by compaction of soil, then effect of compaction on properties of soil, and brief explanations with neat sketches regarding the effect of compaction on various properties such as permeability, pore water pressure, compressibility, shrinkage, swelling, stress-strain relationship, shear strength, etc. So your answer should contain what is compaction, what is its importance, and the effect of compaction on properties of soil, and brief explanation with neat sketches regarding the effect of compaction on various properties such as permeability, pore water pressure, compressibility, shrinkage, swelling, stress-strain relationship, shear strength, etc. of soil. The eighth question which was asked previously is, list out the different types of compaction techniques for ground improvement. It is asked for 5 marks. So you have to answer like, what is compaction, and list out the different shallow compaction and deep compaction techniques. Then list out the different static compaction and dynamic compaction techniques. So your answer should contain what is compaction, the types of compaction techniques such as shallow compaction, deep compaction, static compaction, and dynamic compaction, and list out the various techniques used these 4 headings. So hoping that you have understood the method for writing the questions. I have briefly discussed the scheme for writing the questions, so study these questions well. Okay, thank you. Stay safe.